Do you feel like you can actually be attracted to this woman for the rest of your life?
Why you choose her anyway?
Yeah, I would say so.
I don't know. Well, that's a hard question. I don't see, because guys, depending on where you were, that was probably that's the most attractive woman you could have got.
Okay.
Then
At
stay
the level-
single until you become that man, so that you can get the type of woman that you want. Don't use somebody and all of her feminine essence to level up on to just throw her to the side.
No, I agree
She should
with
be
that.
good for where you are and where you're going, but that depends on what character traits that man is looking for beyond a look. Because we do see men that chose women like Magic Johnson. He's
Yep.
been with Cookie for a long time, but he chose a woman that was good for where he was and where he was going. So it's up to you to vet to see if those women or that woman have the characteristics of a woman that you can see for the long term, which means you have to have a vision. You have to have a vision beyond today. You have to see, okay, I'm here right now, but in the next 20 years, this is where I'm supposed to be. What type of woman at this stage, of the infancy stage of where I am I going to need when I get there? There are women that have those traits and that will ride with you. And it's up to you to decide. But a lot of men they don't know their intrinsic values. So they're choosing women based on, okay, because I'm a man, I have this money, I have this influence, I have this power, I should be able to get this. But then as someone who works with these men, and I work with a lot of politicians, rappers, actors, the whole nine, especially my politicians, they're on their third and fourth marriage. And when we get to talk, I find out that they chose a woman that was good for where they were. And they just needed a body to fill a space in that moment. She's good on my arm, she's good for business, but, and I say this, most men who are successful spent all of their time becoming successful, and they never develop their own relationship capital outside of their penis, their pockets, and their ability to protect. They don't know anything else. So while you are looking at these women, I will ask, what's your relationship capital outside of what you can do?
Quick PSA. We noticed that our listeners been praying for growth but have no system to stay consistent. So we're launching a private community built to fix that. I talk to people every day who love God, want better relationships, want discipline, but they're trying to do it all alone. We built a space focused on faith to build a strong foundation, family to improve our relationships, and fitness to improve our discipline, routines, and habits, with structure, accountability, and support built in. And when you lock in, your habits shift, your confidence builds, and your life gets aligned. Click the link in the description and join the wait list now before seats fill up. Let's get it.
Outside of your bank account, outside of the fact that, okay, you can protect. Well, we don't need protection all the time because y'all not with us all the time. So you can't protect us 24 hours a day. So what else do you have that qualifies you to say, okay, I'm becoming more successful, I should be able to maybe get another woman up here. But if you took all the success, the money, the assets away, who is Ryan? And would a woman want you outside of those things?
So okay, that's good, because I think about that. When I started this is where I need help at, because when I started tabulating those things about the things I could bring to a relationship with that was exclusive of my resources, status, anything, I started to really look at that, and I'm like, man, I started to think, who is going to help a woman like this? Like, this is unusual. Like, I'm looking at all aspects of your life. Coming in, being very patient, helping you to come to the, decision that you're most comfortable with. I'm spending, very structured time in how we develop our relationship intimately and that quality time, but also how we develop intellectually and spiritually. So I started to get, and I still have it, I'm working on it, started to get a big head, like, ain't nobody gonna do this for you.
Well, that is basic, Ryan.
Is it?
What you just said is real basic.
Are
baby.
guys doing that?
Mature men know this.
But that's the thing. That's true.
Then this is not.
But it's a small percentage, right?
No, it depends on the type of men that a woman chooses to deal with. So we only see what we are privy to, that we have proximity to. Everything you said is normal for a mature man that wants a woman. Now, you're younger. I'm getting ready to be 50. So with that, I've experienced what you said. That's That's regular and have been regular in my relationships. Like, I loved a man that could teach me something. I love the masculine containership. So that was regular when a man has evolved and developed. So baby, what you just said, it was beautiful. But that's that basic, because the thing is, she's doing the same for you, and she could have the big head because she's doing the same for you in the areas that you need. But what she would be doing would still be being what the feminine woman is. So, and this requires you to dive deeper to see, who am I outside of what I can do? Who am I being as a man? Not just to her, but as a whole.
Right.
Who am I being? And I think that's where men don't necessarily get it, because I feel like this is the most beautiful time in history for men. Because now you can develop, well, you can, I won't say develop. Men complain about women being gold diggers, but this is the time to show that you're more than a wallet, you're more than your sexual organs, and you're more than protection. What else are you? Because women now, we can take care of ourselves. We protect ourselves. Women, they've been abstaining, and we got toys and everything. What else do you bring as a man outside of what you've been taught? And that's where, with my clients, we have to dive deep, because their whole existence is, I believe I'm a high value man. I'm like, no, baby, you're a high earning man. You're not high value yet. Because the value comes from the intrinsic, the inside. Your value is derived from the extrinsic. So that's why you think you should have the best women. You should have, all the best treatment. Well, I got the money. We do too.
That's true. That's very true. A lot of times more.
That's
more.
a fact.
You're like, we drive nice cars. I do too. We got portfolios. I do too. So what can you bring to a woman's life that money cannot buy? That's the golden question. And I try to do my best to help y'all with that, with the his invisible value, because I think men are missing it. But I think once you get that, I can be that man that have these extrinsic values and have the success, but I can be this man over here that know what true leadership is, that know what true communication is, that know what empathy is. And I can also, I'm a man that understands what femininity is and how to, implement my masculinity in it, and not understand that femininity is not reserved for me, because most of y'all think a woman's femininity is for you, and it's not. Our femininity has nothing to do with you. We gift it to you. And the gift that this woman has been giving you has caused you to continue to rise. So it's a gift for us to give that piece of us to you. So I believe that women should be valued more when they realize what the invisible value is. And so that's why I had to really take this route, because I'm seeing everybody's arguing, but everybody's experiencing the other's value, but nobody knows how to articulate it. Women think the value is from, I can cook and clean, and I can make a house a home. Hell, he can hire somebody for that.
Right.
Men value, I can provide and I can protect. And okay, well, we do that now too. What else? And I think once we dive into what our value is intrinsically, we'll be better.